listen, go big or go home, or stay home.
My family went and stayed home all the time.
Pretty much every day.
We stayed home, but this is the life you're living.
We discussed this before. Basically, what it came down to is I had conversations with my mentor, my sensei, Dante and
Nero.
he
Pao Ming. That's right. Saw him the death touch.
And he said, listen.
And the pressure point's in the pussy. What?
And basically he said, well, listen, the next time that, she's running late, be late.
This was a constant battle with you and her.
Yeah, it was.
Many battles.
Yeah, one of the many, till it just finally, broke the camel's back. So
it was a thing. It was sort of like taking the cabinets off the kitchen. That was Keith O'Malley. Now he's divorced now.
He didn't listen. He didn't take the cabinets off.
He didn't take the cabinet doors off.
So in a nutshell, we were on our way to the airport, and we barely got there, and as we checked the luggage in, and we're trying to make it to the gate.
This is your wife or your ex-wife?
Oh, my ex-wife.
At the time, his wife.
At the time, we were legally married. Yes.
No more though.
Anytime you say legally married.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't know. I just want to apologize if you got divorced.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I just wanted to make sure you was okay, because,
Well, we started out with a Puerto Rican wedding, but then, we went down to City Hall and actually got married.
For those who don't know, Puerto Rican wedding
go ahead.
I would assume a baby out of wedlock, and then you immediately got married, so the baby was...
8 months pregnant.
Baby was 8 months.
But anyway,
the Puerto Rican wedding is like, we got to do this quick. Why so quick? Why are we getting no wedding invitation?
Baby's 3.
So in a nutshell, I'm rushing her and the kids to get to the gate so we don't miss the flight.
Right.
And on the way over, she, we passed by a Cinnabun store. And she says, "Oh, can I get a Cinnabun?" Now, normally I would have, rant and rave and said, you're already making us late. We're gonna miss the plane, whatever. But this time, what would Dante do? And I said,
WWDD.
Right.
What would Dante do? And now, what would Dante do?
Dante would have probably gone home right there and there.
Right. So, now, these are baby steps. These are baby steps.
Right.
You did something akin to what Dante would do.
Right. So went up. I said, sure, no problem. Went up to the counter. She got a Cinnabun, and I actually suggested to her, do you want to sit down and eat it?
Right.
And she said, fine.
Yeah, knowing full well, she's aware, or she should be aware, that you have been running late.
Oblivious to it. Time has no meaning.
Right.
But not because she's like Doctor Strange.
No.
Or whatever.
No, because
she's not a quantum leap.
No, because she's just oblivious to it.
She didn't
give a fuck.
She didn't put a DeLorean and go 88
I'm
miles
just picturing a Puerto Rican Doctor Strange the whole time.
That's why my mom was always late to everything.
Dímalo, put it backwards. Sí se
puede.
So basically, once she finished eating, we,
so
got up.
You let her eat. You took the time.
I sat down there and I watched her eat that Cinnabun. Knowing the whole time,
the clock was ticking.
Knowing the whole time that the plane
was
had the
pulling
doors,
out,
the door
was being shut,
or whatever. So
the instructions from the flight attendant: if you have a baby, put the mask on yourself first.
That's it.
If anyone needs a seatbelt extender, Cinnabun.
So she finished, got up, got the kids, walked up to the gate. There's nobody there.
Why this flight is empty?
Wow, we're going to have plenty of room.
We can stretch out. My baby got a jet.
So she turned to me and she said, what happened? I said, well, you were hungry. You wanted to eat a Cinnabun. And the plane already left. How was that Cinnabun, though? and that's how the whole story
that was
the name of Cinnamon. Yeah, Cinnabun
took control of your
that's
life
right.
back.
Got the name
Cinnabun.
And I advised him to go home.
Yes,
right.
Yes,
and
he
then
did.
sit home and watch each other for 7 days.
Right.
On vacation.
And then maybe go over the itinerary or what you would be doing.
Right. Absolutely. Turn on the History Channel or the Travel Channel.
Right.
Had she given like a small amount of a fuck about being on time for something that was her vacation as well.
Right. That you went out of your way.
Right. So that's how the whole thing started.
That's how Dante would have done it. But you rescheduled the flight.
But rescheduled the flight. He had to go to a different hotel.
For the first night.
He had missed the limo. The limo was gone. They had to go to one hotel, transfer to the next.
Right.
Long
story short, Dante suggested, had you gone home, you would have been out maybe, $2,000, $150.
No.
It was more like, I think, $600 or $700. Right. Because the flights and everything else, you could have gotten it back. And
so, but I said, why didn't you go home? And he said, well, I didn't want to lose the deposit. I go, well, how much did you spend on this shitty fucking vacation that you didn't want to go to after you fucking was late missing the flight? And it was because he don't go cheap.
Right. The whole vacation, the whole package thing, everything that was planned was about $6,500 something, give or take.
You could have lost $6,600 or gained $5,900.
Well,
I don't know. You do the math. What do you think?
I don't know, man. But again, I don't know, man. I know the answer a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. It too. That's mad money. That's mad shit. And so, and then you she was never late again.
Oh no. On future vacations,
come on, kids, let's go.
I would tell her she would on future trips she would ask me, what time do you want us to me and the kids to be ready? And I would tell her, listen, I want to be pulling out of the driveway, by 7:00. And around 5:30, you could hear her in the house running around telling the kids.
Like major pain. No tears, nigga. Just undressing.
But his
little daughter's like, I gotta pee, mommy. No, pee on yourself. Let's get in the car.
Yeah. But that's but there was
other issues.
Yeah, other issues.
That was a microcosm of many other issues.
Right.
Unappreciative. Bride.
Yes, unappreciative, avoiding the arguments because, after working, 40, 60, 80 hours a week, you come home, you just want peace, You don't want to have the fights, you don't want to have the argument, but that's completely changed now. At the slightest chance of anything, take the sweatpants off, put me in, coach, and it's on.
Right.
It's on. And life is so much better now.
And so then what happened? I'll speed this up. So then we talked about some things. He was like, "Man, that really worked," and blah 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 blah. And we don't have this problem anymore. And then went back to the regular life.
Right.
And then
because what happens is sometimes people compartmentalize things. In her head, it's like, "Oh, well, I've been late." But then you don't fix the other 17 problems.
So
selfishness. It's not just the time issue.
So then she's like, you yell at me.
Yeah,
you yell at me whenever I blow the vacation for $6,500, and I don't want to listen to you because I'm always wrong, and I like to be wrong all the time. So I don't know why you keep yelling. So let's go to therapy.
Couples therapy.
Couples therapy.
Okay.
One session.
So they go to couples therapy.
I forgot about this story.
You gotta pay for it, right?
Of course.
Okay, because she don't work, right?
She was a stay-at-home mom.
Yes, and you get to the couples therapy, and she goes, "You know what? I want a divorce."
In the couples therapy.
Yeah,
first of all, you could have told me that shit for free.
Could have saved this $125 copay.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I got to
call.
So
instead, you make me travel to
to
get a witness for this.
You could have told me for free.
Yeah.
You could have texted me that. You could have texted. I want a
Fuck. I paid the Sprint bill, bitch. Use it.
Yeah.
You got unlimited messages.
So basically, I said.
Well, he called me up. He calls me up. He goes, "Yo, she says she wants a divorce. I don't know what to do." I go, "Give her the divorce."
In all its entirety.
Well, first he filed the paper. So 2 days later, they were eating dinner. Get ready to eat dinner. Bing bong.
No. I had just coming home from work.
Oh, okay.
And I see the process server just finished at the front door. So I walk in the house and. Because her mother was ill, and she was also living with us at that time.
Of course, because she had no place to stay. She's a sharecropper. She needed to stay in the house.
Sharecropper?
There's no way. There's no cane fields in in
New Jersey,
in
New York,
in Nyack.
Northeast.
They don't have cane fields.
In the tri-state area.
What's her mother gonna do?
Yeah.
Plus, her machete arm is sore.
Where the,
like
she got no plantains to grab in the middle of.
It's not the
upstate
projects with pee in the elevators.
Yeah.
So I walk in the house and
you're a good guy. You take the mom in too.
Take the mom in too. Why not?
You know, try to do the right thing. And
that's your kid's grandma. I don't know whether you like the mom or not. But
it's the kid's grandma.
It's the kid's grandmother.
Right.
That is correct.
You got to take her in. That's your responsibility as a man.
So the service there, he comes in, and she goes.
She takes the paper. She looks it over, right, and then she come and she puts it next to where I usually get the mail. So I look at it and I'm like, okay. I mean, this is not for me. This is for you.
I paid for this.
This is for you.
I know what it is.
Did you do that and like put all her junk mail too in the same pile for her, like the credit card applications, the Bed Bath and Beyond coupon, and the divorce papers?
So not even a few hours later, not even 2 hours later though, my phone started blowing up, and it's one of my good friends. You know, she's good friends with his wife. And he calls me up. I pick up the phone, and he's like, "Yo, is everything all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's going on, brother?" He goes, "What the fuck is going on in your house, bro?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Your wife called here, and she's screaming on the phone and telling my wife, what the fuck is going on? One time I mentioned divorce, and next thing I know, a strange man is giving me papers. What the hell is going on?"
You wanted a divorce?
Exactly.
Strange man.
Strange man.
Best description.
But that is when you're trying to paint an awful picture. It's just a process of this strange man.
Listen, let's be honest. The mailman is strange. The UPS guy is strange.
Yeah,
that is true.
The Uber Eats dude is that's anybody you don't know.
He wore a black jacket and a coat. He came by and just put papers.
He gave me a menacing look as he asked my name.
Details that don't exist. He had a horse. I seen it.
He rode in on a black horse,
and then it flew off into the sky
headless like the horseman. Threw a pumpkin at me.
But you know, that's in a nutshell how the whole thing started.
Divorce.
Then Irad gets he calls me up. He's like, "Okay, what do I do now?" I go, "Now you give her the divorce in all its glory." Which means
what a divorce truly is.
Well, that means I'm doing what I want to do. You do what the fuck you want to do.
Right. The service engine light comes out on.
He had been out of the game so much. Like what? I go, what do you like to do? I like single malt scotch. I like cigars. I like strippers, single malt scotch, hunting and fishing.
Yes, sir.
Well, then you should go do that. All of that.
I think those are like, 5 of the 10 Bill of Rights right there?
Those are right there. That's the pursuit of happiness right there.
So now you got to remind her, hey, you want a divorce. This is what a divorce is. And so what happens? You said this is
the good part. The service light on the fucking
on her Tahoe, which I bought, of course.
Right.
She comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, the service light came on," and I'm like, "Yeah,
you should go get a service."
Exactly.
Probably need to get that fixed.
Probably like, oh word. Wow, that's crazy.
So you know, Dante probably would have told her, "Listen, I got no time for this." But she asked me, "What should I do?" I said, "Schedule it for service."
See, I like your method a little bit because now you're like giving her enough information to create problems for her. In that, now you got to go get it serviced.
Right,
rather than just leave her in the lurch, you go get it serviced.
Right. So she goes ahead, and as I hear her on the phone, she scheduled the service after she dropped her youngest off in school.
Goes to yoga.
After she went to yoga. And then go take it service around noonish time, even though the little one's got to get picked up around 2:20.
Anybody with a penis knows.
Wow.
You go
early.
You go right there. You go before the service is over. You gotta wait.
You gotta be napping in your car.
That's it.
Park in front of the garage. So
but you wouldn't know that if you never took the car for service for 15 years. How would you know that?
No,
exactly.
Because otherwise, your other option is to sit in that awful waiting room.
Yep.
Watching The Price is Right.
And not get your car back until 2 days later.
Till the sun goes down.
So because I knew once she scheduled the appointment for 11:30, 12 o'clock, there was no way she was going to pick up our daughter in time. I was at the school when she called me frantically, like around 2 o'clock. Hey,
I'm gonna make it.
I don't think I'm going to make it. These people are not done. I can't believe it's taking so long. So I asked her, well, why did you schedule the appointment so late? She goes, well, after I dropped her off, yeah, you could have been there at 8 o'clock. Well, I needed to, go meet the girls for yoga and this and that, whatever. I said, oh, okay, so that's more important than being on time picking up our daughter. Right. And she goes, oh, so, I don't know what I'm going to do. I said, relax, I'm here.
I'm already here to pick up our daughter.
Excuse me.
That's what I do.
And she says, what do you mean you're there? I said, I'm here at the school. She'll be out in less than 10 minutes. And she's like, oh, okay, thanks. And she didn't know what to say.
Because she can't scream at you.
Gunshots, because that's what I do.